It was a crisp autumn morning in Vermont. The golden leaves rustled gently as a light breeze passed through the trees. Daniel, a 40-year-old investment banker, found himself walking along a forest path near a Buddhist retreat he had signed up for on a whim. Life had been overwhelming lately: long hours, relentless deadlines, and the ever-present pressure to succeed. He had come here hoping for some relief, some clarity, though he wasn't entirely sure what to expect. As he walked, lost in thought, he noticed an old monk sitting on a wooden bench by the trail. The monk, dressed in simple saffron robes, watched the falling leaves with a serene smile. Something about his presence felt inviting, so Daniel hesitated for a moment before approaching. "Good morning," Daniel greeted. The monk turned his gaze toward Daniel, his eyes filled with warmth. "Good morning, traveler," he replied. "You seem troubled." Daniel sighed. "I guess I am. My life feels like a constant race. No matter how much I achieve, it's never enough. There's always another deal to close, another promotion to chase. I thought coming here might help me slow down." The monk nodded thoughtfully and then pointed to a small stream nearby. "Would you be willing to do a small exercise with me?" Daniel shrugged. "Sure." The monk bent down, picked up a smooth, round stone, and handed it to Daniel. "Carry this with you as we walk," he said. "Hold it tight." Daniel took the stone and gripped it firmly in his hand as they resumed their walk. At first, it felt easy, just a small rock, nothing more. But as the minutes passed, his fingers began to cramp, his wrist ached, and he became increasingly aware of the weight. After what felt like an eternity, the monk finally stopped. "How does your hand feel?" he asked. Daniel flexed his fingers and frowned. "It's sore." "I didn't think such a small stone could cause discomfort." The monk smiled. "Now, let it go." Daniel opened his hand, and the stone fell to the ground with a quiet thud. A sense of relief immediately washed over him. The monk looked into his eyes and said, "This is what we do in life. We carry burdens, past mistakes, fears, worries, without realizing how much they weigh us down. And just like that stone, the moment we choose to let go, we feel light again." Daniel stood in silence, the monk's words settling into his heart. He thought of the late nights spent agonizing over emails, the constant self-doubt, the relentless need to prove himself. Was he carrying all of this the same way he had carried that stone? "I think I understand," Daniel murmured. The monk nodded. "Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding what no longer serves you." That evening, Daniel sat by the retreat's meditation hall, staring at the horizon as the sun dipped below the mountains. For the first time in years, he felt a quiet peace inside him. The deadlines, the pressures, the expectations, they were all still there, but now, he knew he didn't have to carry them so tightly. Sometimes, all it takes is letting go of a single stone to understand the weight of the world.